What is up, everybody? I'm NoLucksGiven here with your afternoon snap, and today we're going to be participating in an event on the official Marvel Snap Discord where you can only play cards that cost 1 or 2 or 0, but nobody's going to mess around with those. These are the cards that I think people are going to be playing with today. This is not actually the deck that I am playing with, but I wanted to talk about these cards briefly, and then I will showcase my deck before we get into the game. So with the fact that you can only play 1 and 2 cost cards, I think the first place that most players are going to turn to is going to be these bounce strategies. Being able to return cards to your hand is just a great way to get more value out of these cheaper cards and make sure that you are spending your energy efficiently throughout the game. Using those on cards like Hawkeye and Rocket Raccoon are pretty good just even in normal games of Marvel Snap, but here we also could continually play Elektra, which when players are limited to playing 1 and 2 cost cards only, Elektra can blow up half of the available cards. So I do think Elektra is kind of a cool sleeper bounce card, and filling out the tech in this deck we also have Shadow King and Quake, and you can toss priority pretty easily with bounce cards too, so Shadow King can surprise some opponents on the final turn, and Quake is just a really good tech card for only costing 2, so I think it might also make its way into some lists. Angela, I think, is going to get played in basically every deck just because it's such a good rate for only 2 energy to get like a 2/7 or something. It's a 2/6 if you don't play around it, but it very easily is even bigger than that. And I also have included the Hood and Nico Minoru. These are just great cards in general. They're good to bounce. You're usually trying to use Nico to destroy the Hood, or you're trying to bounce the Hood with Beast and Falcon and utilize that demon. And lastly, to round out this deck, again, this isn't the deck that I'm actually playing. It's just a deck that I think is good, but we've got Mirage and Cable. 2, similar to Beast and Falcon, adding cards to your hand will give you additional ways to use your energy because otherwise the rest of your deck is pretty cheap. And speaking of ways to add cards to your hand, I also wanted to mention the banned cards really quick. All 4 of these cards are banned in this event. Agent 13, Snowguard, and Valentina can all add cards to your hand that don't cost 1 or 2, so those seemed like pretty straightforward bans to me. But interestingly, Maria Hill is also banned here despite it adding a 2 cost card to your hand. But if Maria Hill randomly generates a Valentina, then you'd be able to sneak in a 6 cost card to your deck. So they were just looking to avoid that. You can use Hawkeye, Kate Bishop. That's kind of what this whole event is themed around. I don't have Hawkeye Kate Bishop because I'm free to play, but I do think it will be really, really powerful in this format, basically giving you another Hawkeye and just really, really strong. I think the other strongest card that I do not have is White Widow, but you might be able to see on the screen here what I am actually playing with is Move. I realized that a lot of Move cards are pretty cheap. You don't get Vulture, that's the biggest miss, and then you also don't get Heimdall, and you can't do any crazy like Phoenix Force things or anything like that. But basically the plan here is to just use Ghost Spider, Iron Fist, and Doctor Strange to repeatedly grow your Human Torch and Dagger, while also growing Kraven and Angela in the process. Same thing, we got these Beast and Falcon. We've got only 3 1-cost cards in the deck, but Falcon is really, really great when you're able to return these cards specifically because they are so cheap and so powerful. Cloak is another way to continue to move your cards, and Silk can just get some free movements in there. I think this deck is gonna be good. Let's hop into the games. Ooh, okay, this looks like a really good start. We can Ghost Spider our Human Torch and then Beast them back to our hand. I kind of just want to go for the Human Torch Ghost Spider play now, so that way we can trigger the Nebula. Ooh, Jotunheim. Oh, that's really good. And I pick up Iron Fist here. So I guess by playing Iron Fist, I just make it cheaper for next turn. So there's really No reason not to play it. I'm going to snap and have a really good setup here. So I get to go Iron Fist, Human Torch, Ghost Spider for free, and then potentially make some other good plays as well. They miss on the Star-Lord, and we hit big on the Beast. This is going to be a beastly turn for sure. Yeah, I'm going to give up on Atlantis pretty quickly. I think this is insane. They steal either my dagger or my silk. Hopefully the dagger, because they won't have ways to make use of that. And then we get to go crazy with the Human Torch. We are currently losing in Atlantis, but I think we're going to be able to win Jotunheim. That's basically what I'm banking on. Falcon is the best draw in my deck. Wow. Sure, I'll play it in Jotunheim. That gives me the most opportunity to win in these other locations. No! The Shadow King. That's rough. Because that's going to be an annoying card to play against as well. And they're snapping on the final turn. I do feel like in Jotunheim we are all right. Maybe I just play Angela plus all of these. Yeah, I gotta hope that's enough. They do fill up Jotunheim. So I think we lose over in Jotunheim now. It's only 2 more power. No, we win Jotunheim and we win the Orcus Forge. Okay, we lose Atlantis. Wait, no, we might actually win Atlantis too with these Angela buffs. Oh, this was a really, really close game. No, we still lose in Atlantis, but we win in Jotunheim and we win in the Orcus Forge despite the Shadow King. Really, really close game, but we were able to get it done. The Hood was one card that I was considering. I was thinking the Hood, but I mean, you can just bounce the Hood, but you can also use it with Bucky Barnes, but Carnage is your only destroy card, so that's awkward. This kind of now forces them to play to Sokovia this turn, which means my dagger could hit, but then I draw Falcon, so this is actually just a Falcon turn. Do I want to play Ghost Spider on the Human Torch? Yeah, I'll snap as well. I don't want to play into Lechugia. But it might be really good to play Falcon specifically into Lechugia, so let's do that. Alright, are they battling for Hala? I don't think so. I think they're just planning on... Oh, they are. Oh, well, we definitely... Wait, no. No, I'm gonna Patriot or Falcon all of these cards back. So I have to win with just Angela. But maybe I could. I also don't lose that much if I lose, but can my opponent beat 6 here? Yeah, probably. Yeah, Maximus. But if I'm drawing 2 more cards, you know what? I'll take it. Yeah, this is totally fine. Now I think I just do Iron Fist, Human Torch, Ghost Spider, and Beast them. And then I get to do it one more time next turn, while also maybe throwing Dagger in the mix here too. They've got a Daredevil. I knew the Carnage could be a card that we saw. Or are they playing Cerebro 6? Well, if they are playing Iron Fist to pump up a Dagger, we have really left them with not many opportunities to use that. We are tossing priority, so we certainly cannot get Shadow King'd here. And we've got a lot of options now for this final turn. So, yeah, we can make double use of Iron Fist by going Iron Fist, Human Torch. Oh, but then I'm never filling Lechugia. Wait, no, this fills Lechugia. Cool. Then let's Grandmaster the Iron Fist, play Dagger. So the Dagger will move into Sokovia, and then let's Cloak. I think this is a crazy big win. Let's see. I'm still figuring out move decks, but I think I figured out something good here. They're going to move the Iron Fist into Lechugia before moving the Ghost Spider into Hala. And then they've got a Nico. That is not a strong final turn of the game. Meanwhile, we have Iron Fist, Human Torch, Ghost Spider, and a bunch of other stuff. That's only half the turn, so I think we did it here. This is pretty cool. 128 power Human Torch. That's a win no matter what happens the rest of these games. I think we've done it here. Dagger should be just enough to... Wait, why didn't the Iron Fist move the Dagger? Well, we definitely win this one on differential. But why did the Iron Fist not... Oh, the Iron Fist tried to move the Grandmaster. That's right. This was way too close. Oh my goodness. Wow. So there's kind of an interesting thing going on here, is that my 1-cost cards will get picked up in the order that I played them. So I am rewarded for playing Human Torch before I play Grapple Arrow, but how many cards am I going to get to pick up here? I'm going to get to pick up 1, 2... Yeah, I'll get to pick up, I think, the Human Torch regardless. So we might be all right. Oh, I should play this last, though, right? Cool. All right, I think that was my best play. Scarlet Witch on the Palace. Central Park could be pretty annoying. My opponent's going to get a play on the final turn thanks to that Kitty Pryde, and we are going to get a play on that final turn thanks to this Falcon. But we will pick up the Squirrel now, and we also won't move the Human Torch. So this order could really matter. We actually don't even pick up the Human Torch, and we can pretty easily win the Destroyed Mansion, I believe. Yeah, so that's going to be an easy victory there from Falcon, but Central Park also coming in clutch for me. Looks like we have a fellow move enjoyer as well. I think I'm going to play Angela into Asteroid, which is typically not what you do. But in this scenario, I think it is good. Ooh, Multiple Man. I was thinking about playing Multiple Man. It didn't seem like it was a big enough payoff card without pumping it up. But kudos to my opponent for trying it out. I just want Silk to get into Throne Room. But this looks like a pretty solid setup here. I'm not even going to be able to use the second beast. I mean, like, I could, but I just think it's too expensive. There are a lot of cards in this deck, it turns out, that don't really love to get played on the final turn. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so still a 50-50 that lands over here. But we're just going for, I mean, we should be winning Throne Room regardless. So we just have to win one of these other two locations, and we might just be able to win Asteroid M with a large Human Torch. We can't win White Palace with Human Torch, but I don't think they're beating Craven. I don't think they're beating the Craven allegations. This is maybe fine, though. Alright, I maybe could have battled for White Palace because I just threw it away here. And I'm nervous about a Shadow King in Asteroid M, but short of Shadow King, how do they I mean, yeah, it just has to be Shadow King or bust, right? And this is a pair of Multiple Men plus Angela, so that's not going to cut it. And yeah, this is a pretty good one, I think. Oh, Doctor Strange to move the Angela over, but that's even just going to pump the Craven further. So yeah, Craven will remain the biggest card here for sure, and we'll grab the win. I don't think I'm going to have trouble winning multiple locations. We'll lose the vault. And it'll kind of be telegraphed that we're going to play all of our power to Stark Tower. But yeah, we kind of like get them here because, oh, they might play Cloak, actually. I think they played Cloak center again. And they played their movement cards here. Which kind of does mean we get a little bit punished. Oh, it might be hard to beat Cloak, actually. And their Human Torch. Alright, well then I have to slam my Human Torch center. That's fine. We can beat this. They've already used their Doctor Strange, so they don't have any really powerful getches. I think this is going to be fine. We just play Craven, Dagger, we Ghost Spider it, and then we drop a Human Torch. I think this wins every time. Wait, did I play my cards in the right order? It's Craven, Dagger, we Ghost Spider it, and then drop Human Torch. I think that's what I just said, but let's just make sure we are locked in here. I don't see them beating this Human Torch, and I don't see them beating this Dagger either, so I think we've done it. Ghost Spider, yep, that's a lot of points, but it's not gonna beat my Torch. Nicely done. We're moving, baby. Moving on up. GG to a fellow move enjoyer. But we're going to be able to take it pretty easily there. I think that's good. And then next turn I go Iron Fist Dagger to make a huge dagger over in Mini Lab. I think this can work. I think this can actually work right now. All right, they've got Bucky, Deadpool. They're going to double Sentinel to fill their hand with Sentinels, and they did not replay the Nico. They're hoping to get the multiply ability on Nico, which is cute, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. Oh, wait. Okay, this could actually be really awkward, because if my opponent doesn't get this Silk out of here, then I don't actually get to move the dagger through with Iron Fist. But I do think they're probably going to play something center. But I'm kind of banking on a really weird thing here, because this dagger will not be able to move unless this Silk gets out of the way. And the Iron Fist could also disrupt it, but I gotta go for it here. This seems like too fun of a play not to do, but this could go disastrously for me. I just have way too many points right now in Sokovia. If my opponent just plays to Mini Lab or Kamartaj, we could lose. Nice. Okay, so they win in Kamartaj by a huge amount, and they're battling for Sokovia here with a big Carnage, I am assuming. Yeah, that's going to be a Winter Soldier on top of that, and getting my Silk out of there means they're currently winning in Sokovia. But I just need this Silk. No, the Silk lands back in Sokovia, but wait, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Because Cloak is just enough to beat the Sentinel, even though I didn't do anything. My opponent made much sweeter plays this game, but I was the one that got the win. Iron Fist, Ghost Spider. I'm looking ready to snap here, baby. Oh yeah, that's good. I'll snap. Okay, we've only seen 3 different one-cost cards from them. With Dazzler, they might have Squirrel Girl, but Ant-Man, Ebony Blade, or Ebony Maw, and Nebula, none of those are super impressive into the Abbey. And now I will just Falcon and pick up this Iron Fist. It's not huge Falcon value. I could wait on Falcon and just Grandmaster. Because if I draw a Human Torch and I'm going to be drawing an extra card here, that will be helpful. Alright, let's go for this then. Oh, Beast as well. Beast makes this Iron Fist move a little bit worse. Oh, but that's great. Being able to pick up the Widow's Kiss is really good. Add a random card with 10 or more power to your hand. That is not what we are supposed to be doing here. Gentleman's Agreement. Let's not use this card. What else am I doing? Kind of need to get Craven in play. Maybe next turn I could... Well, if I cloak Beast, that's not that great either. No, you know what? That's probably fine. I could... Okay. I could Ghost Spider the Craven, which I probably should have done. Oh, and I also didn't activate the Nebula here. Some mistakes definitely getting made. But let's pick up some of the pieces with Beast. And now we can Grandmaster the Beast. They steal my Ghost Spider, which is pretty good value. It's just a cheap, good card. And I'm probably just giving up on the Abbey. Though, I don't know. I could Angela here. Could Grandmaster here. And I do want to Cloak into Craven. Gives my opponent a lot of options, but I might actually be using this Magneto. As awkwardly as that is. Grandmaster picks up the Iron Fist for me, and I did not realize I had priority. So I guess I pick up my Silk too, but that's fine. See, they have a pretty sizable lead in Hellfire Club, and now the question is, are we going to slam down our 6-cost cards on the final turn? That seems like it should be good enough, regardless of what else is going on here. And then, like, I just play this, and I actually replay the Widow's Kiss on Angela. Sure. I think this is good. You gotta, if Great Portal shows up, you gotta use the tools that are given to you here. We go up to 14 in Great Portal, more if my opponent moves anything to try to be tricky. I don't think they have a huge incentive to do so, but they might. Oh, Jeff. Yeah. So we definitely win Great Portal, and now I'm just banking on this Magneto up against Dazzler. I think we take this. It'd be funny if Widow's Bite is what puts me over the edge, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think it's just a big Magneto to take it, and not really in the spirit of playing only 1s and 2s, but, you know, I'm not going to not play Magneto. Oh, wow, the Widow's Kiss did do it! The Widow's Kiss, because of my opponent's Thena trigger, the Widow's Kiss put me just at enough points in the Abbey. Oh, that's awesome then. Okay, this was a sweet game. I'm hoping for a bad location here, so that way they have to play to Utopia. That is a bad location. But it is a location that means that my opponent has potentially won this location as well. So I don't know, do I have to Beast the Cloak and the Craven? Possibly. And I might have to play Craven Cloak over into Danger Room just to make sure that I have the room. But I like these destructive locations because it's going to put my opponent where they have to start filling up Utopia. So let's snap. I know they have Shadow King, and I know I'm about to play both of my cards to Utopia. But we'll have some more movement yet. Okay, yeah, the hood into Death's Domain is quite good. No target for Electra. Ooh, they've drawn their Silk, but I haven't. That could be a little bit awkward. But now what I'm thinking, so this is clear. What I'm thinking is like Craven, Cloak. Doctor Strange on Dagger will always win Death's Domain. Part of me wants to Grandmaster the Cloak, but that doesn't really do that much. It just means that there's a lot of chaos for the final turn. I'm not sure that's super helpful. Could do this. Pull the Cloak over. Hope that Danger Room takes out the Ghost Spider. Sure. I don't think this is the best play, but it's interesting. They throw away Kitty Pryde into Death's Domain, and we're not going to get that Silk to trigger on the Craven just yet, but playing Doctor Strange into Death's Domain is the final play. Oh wait, oh that's not how Cloak works. Oh, I just said everything can move to Utopia. Oh, I really messed that up, huh? So now all I can do is this? Oh, that was really not what I had meant to do. Shoot. I can't play Falcon. I don't know if it's good to move Cloak out of Danger Room. Kind of like it here. So they're probably going to Shadow King here. I think I want the potential, maybe I even just play Falcon here, so that way I could beat Silk. I think they're going to Shadow King here anyways. So let's not even let them. Let's just do this and this. Do I potentially need a little bit more in Death's Domain? Oh, wait. I need to play my Doctor Strange last. No, I actually just need to Grandmaster into Death's Domain. Alright. This might be able to do it. This is a crazy play. Oh, they played 2 cards over in Death's Domain themselves. That's wild. They did completely dodge Danger Room, so I was right to battle for Danger Room here, and then Doctor Strange moves Dagger, sees my opponent have 4 cards at the location, and it's going to kick Silk over into Danger Room, which means I tie Danger Room now. Oh, maybe that's the mistake then. Tying Danger Room. Am I going to win this on differential? They're just playing in Death's Domain. Yeah, they actually pump up Utopia for me. This is going to come down to differential, and I think I did it, because all they're doing here is playing to pump up Angela. Oh, wait. Oh, the Silk moved over. That pumped up the Craven. It's not differential. I just win, baby. That was a really, really crazy final turn, and I'm going to make that the end of this video as well. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm NoLucksGiven. Peace.